Wrestling fans, good old Monday. Yeah, I I know. Back to the weekly grind. Let the ropes bring a special joy to you. Off the top ropes special attraction episode. My guest, she's a super special attraction in wrestling live from India for the first time on the ropes. Continental Wrestling Entertainment star Divya is in the Ropes House on this special episode presented by SixPackCoverage.com live with your boy Kai Asbury.
The Ropes Media. Tyrone Asbury. Yeah. Tyrone Asbury. Yeah. Every chance you get to hear us, you clear us. It's the time on the radio. My opinion's my opinion.
What is up, everybody? Live for your Monday morning off the top rope. I present to you a special attraction for your Monday. Of course, when I got a special episode for you, it is special. Joining me from India for the first time ever on the show, Continental Wrestling Entertainment Sensation. Let's party it up and welcome Divya. How you doing?
Hi, namaste to everyone. I'm good here. And how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Most importantly, it's an honor to have you on the show, taking the time
I,
out of your schedule to be on the show. Most importantly, how you doing?
I'm doing really well. Actually, I have taken a 1 month gap from my wrestling because I need some, you mean rest. I need some rest. I want to give my body some rest. So I've taken a 1 month holiday from my wrestling and I'm here in your podcast and I'm really happy to be here.
Well, I'm happy that you're here. And first and foremost, Divya, I want to ask you. You talked about like just relaxing the mind, taking a break, kind of from wrestling.
Yeah.
But how much do you miss it that you've been away from it, though?
Well, I'm missing it a lot. I used to call my friends, I used to call my wrestling colleagues. I mean, every day I used to talk with them. I used to ask, how is the ring? How the practice is going on? Because I'm missing it too much. Wrestling is a part of my life. If I'm not doing a wrestling, I feel like, oh my God, I haven't done anything. It's something like for me, it is a breakfast. Like for me, it's the dinner, it's the lunch. So I am really missing it a lot. A lot.
Well, because that's something you love, and whatever is your passion that you love, which is wrestling, I can see why you miss it. But we're here on the show
Yes.
because we want you to get back into wrestling. And you talked a lot about wanting to come to the USA. I want to talk about that too because you come to the USA, that'd be special. So we'll talk about that as we move on here on the show. Now you are over in India, and I want to ask you. This has really been. I've been curious to ask how is the wrestling scene over in India? Like how is it over there?
In India, you're gonna love the wrestling because people here is crazy about wrestling. Whether you are going for a WWE, whether you're going for AEW, Impact, or any other wrestling company, Indians are crazy about professional wrestling. They are like, if they see any Indians there, not even the Indian, I will tell they are the fan of all the American wrestlers, all the wrestlers from the world. Indians are fan about the pro wrestling. Here, there only a one problem is there's a lack of opportunity. Otherwise, if there will be the opportunity for the Indian people and for the Indian wrestling, I know the Indian wrestler gonna rock in each and everywhere.
Exactly. Yeah. Just rocking it out. Rock it out. So yeah. Now, first and foremost, I want to say that I'm proud of you. You're doing big things in wrestling. You're just getting started. And I really think in wrestling, I can tell you're very humble. And that's a good thing that, you've been humble. You want to do good in wrestling. But most important thing is you got fans cheering for you, rooting for you. So fans that are watching today's episode of Off the Top Rope, what do you want fans to get to know more about you?
Well, to all the fans, whoever is watching me here, I just want to tell you all first. I want to thanks to all of you for supporting me, for watching my videos because I have seen my wrestling matches on a YouTube. There have been a lots of the millions of the views. I have not seen like in many of the matches. There are the so many wrestlers who can have the millions view. Even they are the good wrestlers than me. Even then you are watching my video. I just want to tell all of you a thank you so much for every time supporting me. You all are great. I love you all for every time you have supported me. I have seen you all your messages in the Instagram, your comments on a YouTube channel. You all are doing a fab job. I will not say that I'm doing a fab job, but you are doing a fab job for supporting me because I really needed this support.
Well, you always got support by the fans, by off the top rope. So just keep doing what you're doing and keep moving and grooving and dancing and doing what you do. Now, Divya, speaking of dancing, I want to ask you. I did my research, wrote my notes down, and you enjoy dancing. That's one of your backgrounds. Before you
Yes.
get ready for a match to get like hyped up, do you dance and groove and do you dance before matches to get ready?
Yeah, exactly. When I used to come for my entrance at the time of the wrestling, I usually dance and I love dancing. It's still I can do a split, lot of split, center split, side split. I even try doing a split for coming and doing it on my entrance. I was a professional dancer before. I still do a dancing, but because of the wrestling that I'm doing a continue, I've already been continuing in wrestling and doing a lot of focus in wrestling. My practice for the dance has been going less, but I still do dance. And to all my fans, I want to tell you all, like I was from a dancing background. I was a professional belly dancing. I was in a professional Indian classical dance. I know lots of Indian classical dance from. Even I was a contemporary dancer. That is a modern contemporary dancer. And yeah, I know some part of like a ballet dancing, and also you can say like a hip hop and the grooving and everything. Pop, popping and locking everything. So I know that also.
No, you one day I want to try this. It may not be a pretty scene for me, but I always want to try belly dancing. So you may have to teach me how to do that. So I would like to try that one day. Try the belly. So I'm not really the greatest dancer, but I try. So
Whenever I will meet you, now I would love to do a belly dancing with you. Maybe we can make one Instagram reels or some YouTube video by doing a belly dancing with. I will be teaching you, and it will be an honor for me to teach you that.
well, people watching live, Divya just told me we'll have to record on my end me doing the belly dancing. So I'm gonna do that, and she can critique and say, "Ty, you're doing great. Ty, you suck. You need work." But I'll do it for everybody watching the show live, and hold me to that. So me and her are making a promise to each other. I'm gonna do my belly dancing and get my groove on. So, but it's all about having fun and just having a good time. And I want to ask you, Divya, is that we all know that you have to take life as it is. Tomorrow is never guaranteed. So, what's
Mm.
one thing that you are thankful for wrestling? Because wrestling has brought you so many great things. What are you thankful for wrestling?
Uh, I'm thankful for the wrestling that if there is a lot of fan in India, that's the big thing I'm thankful to. Because if there will be a no fan of the wrestling, if there will be a no fan in India for the wrestling, I don't think I will be able to take a dream of being a wrestler. I have seen a wrestling since my childhood. I've been a crazy, crazy fan of the wrestling, but I never thought that I will be a wrestler. I was so into my dancing, I was deeply involved in my dancing. But when the time came, and one of my friends told me, "You are a big-hearted fan of this wrestling. Why don't you try doing a wrestling?" That hit my mind, and I thought, why just being a childhood fan? Why cannot I be a wrestler? And that time I talked with my parents, and my parents told there's a no scope of wrestling in India. Professional wrestling, no, you cannot. But I told one thing, there are lots of fans in India who are watching wrestling. There is a lot of wrestlers from India who have been in a WWE, been in a other pro wrestling company, and they are doing a good in a wrestling. And I know I can do it. You have to just trust me and give me a one chance. And that is all because of the wrestling fans. I just want to thank them that there are a lot of Indian wrestling fans who are supporting the wrestling, and just because of them, I am here today.
That's right. Preach on. And just like you just said, just give me one chance and I'm gonna do it. And that's what you're doing. Just keep on grooving and doing what you're doing. And one thing that you're doing is you're paving the way for wrestlers in India who want to be like you. You're paving the way for the future. So, I mean, you said India is huge with wrestling, and you're doing just that. You're paving the way for the future.
Yes. Actually, like I'm doing the wrestling, and if you can look my look, it is simplicity. You can say like I don't look like mostly like an Indian because a lot of people have told me like you don't look like an Indian. You look like a different Asian countries. But the best thing is that they have even then the people have supported me, and that is a big thing for me. For the every girl, even I'm telling to the each and every girl, not to the peoples who are like a men. There's a lot of men, there are a lot of boys who used to do a wrestling in my wrestling company, but in this continental wrestling company, there are only 7 to 8 female wrestlers, and even then they are not too much active in a wrestling. You know, there's a lot of time had happened that I have wrestled with a boy who are having a mask of a woman. Like they used to be a like a women's dresses and come and wrestle with me because there were no wrestling females, no female wrestlers were there, and I feel it so bad that there are no female wrestlers. So after I have joined the wrestling, I was happy that now the females are coming because there was one boundaries there that a females cannot wear a short dresses in India because Indian culture are very different. People have to wear like a long dresses. Like currently, I'm wearing an Indian wear, so they thought that they have to wear some Indian wear and have to wrestle there. But there's nothing like that. You can bring a shorts, you can wear a low you can wear a tight. And if you want, you can wear this dress that I'm wearing currently. That is a suit and salwar. We call that in a Indian language. It's a suit and salwar of a female who are wearing. You can even wear that and wrestle. So I'm just want to send all the message. I want to just spread this a lot of message to all the Indian women that whoever is interested in pro wrestling, just don't think about the dresses. The people who comments on your dresses, Anna, they are the fool. They will never give you anything. You are the only one who have to break all the boundaries and come here. So I'm happy that now the women who are coming in even in the professional wrestling from India, they wear a short because I was the first one who used to wear the short and wrestles in the ring. Then people used to comment, "Oh, she's not Indian. Maybe she's a Chinese. Maybe she's from Japan." They used to comment that. When I speak Hindi in them, I used to speak in Hindi like, "Hey, kya ho raha hai? मैं Indian हूँ." And at that time they realized that okay, she is Indian. So people will judge you by your dresses, but the best thing is that you have to break the boundaries. You have to go ahead. You have to just ignore each of them and just go and whatever you want, you have to achieve it. And I'm so happy for that just because of that. And lots of my in all this my interview, I used to talk about this thing. So just because of that, I see now the females who are wrestling with me when they started wearing a short dresses and everything, and some are wearing even the Indian dresses. And I'm so happy that the people are coming, the female wrestlers are coming from India, and they are doing what they want.
That is definitely the way to put it. And I want to say this right now, this Monday, put on off the top rope because this is a special episode because my live guest, she is a special attraction. She's doing big things in wrestling. She's a dancer. She's yoga, everything. She is multi-talented Divya. That's what we call her. She's live on the show this morning, and we definitely want to give her a bow down because she is awesome. And if you want to leave a comment, ask her any questions, she'll be glad to answer on the air, and I'll read it to you here on Off the Top Rope. Now, you talked about, of course, Continental Wrestling Entertainment, which has been very good to you. And you talked about a lot of wrestlers coming up. And if a wrestler wanted to go to CWE to get better and be a more of accomplished wrestler, what would you tell them about, hey, go to CWE?
Well, any wrestler who want to take an admission in Continental Wrestling Entertainment, well, I will tell you, you can go on there because I have started my wrestling journey from there. Not only me, but there are many superstars who are in the CWE. It's been in the WWE, some are there in the AWE, some are there in Indie Wrestling. So I request all of you, you can come and join us. Our academy, there are the very good teachers. You have all the senior teachers, even the Great Khali. You know, everyone know the Great Khali. He comes there, yes. He comes there and he gives you a special training. He will give you a lot of the motivation. And there is a two coaches. One is Jitu Chaudhary, second one is a Suvia Taker, and they both come and give you a special classes for everything. From basics, you will start your wrestling, you will go to an intermediate level, then you will be able to do your matches. And best thing is that in the every Saturday there will be a show that is called the Great Breakdown Show of the CWE that happened for all the wrestlers of the CWE who can practice their matches. And lots of WWE wrestlers are currently in the WWE, and you all might know them. So I just request each and every one of you, if you want to know a best wrestling academy, CW is the one.
CWE is sizzling. And just like Divya said, if you want to go there, this is the place to go to. So check it out. CWE is doing big things. Divya, I want to ask you, this is like off the top of my head question. If you and the Great Khali ever became like a mixed tag team, what would y'all be called?
Um, that is quite difficult because I cannot say there is a means the group is like called like our we are going to be a mixed tag team. It is like a teacher and a student, and uh, we can call it that in a Hindi we call it a guru shishya. Guru is a teacher, and in the student is a shishya. So I really don't know what I can give a good tag team name for that. But if I ever get an opportunity to be with our great Khalid sir in a mixed match, that would be a biggest honor for me. And I really want this to happen. I really want to thank you that you have suggested me this thing. I think I should think about this and I should think one tag team for this. Thank you so much for that.
Well, if you guys ever become a tag team, let me know. I'm gonna get a ticket and I'll watch you guys win so many tag titles. But so I think you two would be a real good team. So that's why I figure I'd bring it up on the show. Now I want to roll to a clip. I saw this on your social media. I think it's a really cool picture, and you should be proud of this. And when I saw this, I was like, I got to show her this. Now, I really like what you said on this. On my path to become my best self. This was January 28th. And
Yes.
this motivated me when I wanted to go lift weights when I saw this. So since then, where would you rank your best self at the moment?
I would say like best self, one of the best self I would say like I got a lots of appreciations.
Yeah.
I won't even say like I've got a lot of appreciation from the people who are already knowing me, but the people who are not knowing me. The best thing is I will tell you about if you know the agent that is a Sean Paul who is from TNT Pro Wrestling and his book everyone. I got a text message and if I'm not a text message, I got an email from him. Like he's the agent and he want to book me for other wrestling shows in the USA. And one of the big opportunity for me because in my life, I have never thought. Means I wanted to be a WWE wrestler. I want to be a AEW wrestler. I want to be an Impact wrestler. Whenever I used to think about indie wrestling, it's all about money. Because from India, if you want to go to a USA, you need to have a money. You have to have a visa, that is a study visa, or you have to have a working visa. Otherwise, people usually don't give you the visa because there after the Obama has gone, there's a lot of visas problem for the Indians. And I was really hoping that someone can text me like, hey, we want to book you. Hey, we want to book you. And when I got that message, I felt so proud for myself because that is like, I am that, and I'm really speaking that I am the first Indian women wrestler, or I will say a first even Indian superstar pro wrestler who have got any message and who have an agent who is booking her in the USA, Canada, or a UK, and that is a big opportunity for me.
Well, you should be giving yourself a round of applause. Like come on, like you gotta like, yeah. And that's a cool thing when you get that email or that phone call about coming to a promotion for the
Yes.
USA, and you should be thankful for that. And if I was in your shoes, I'd be like, I'm sure your goosebumps are like crazy. So you should be really really proud of that, and I'm no doubt from the heart, I'm very very proud of you for moving forward because the good old USA, there's many opportunities over here, and it's like a buffet over here. You can pick anything you want to
Yes.
go after. So, but that's awesome, awesome news. Now, we're going to be rolling with the clips here on Off the Top Rope. Now, of course, you are very familiar with this title, and like you being the CWE Women's Champion, holding that belt up, like what's the how's the feeling to hold that belt on your shoulder? I think it's a cool looking belt. How's like that feeling? How are the goosebumps when you hold that title?
I feel it's so happy. It's like I will tell you the real past story about this championship. I was new in CWE and I was doing a practice and I took a bump and I got faded out. Means that I was unable to do it. I took a 15 bumps one day. That is a back bump and I faded out. And someone was standing next to me and he told me like she cannot do it. She's like a delicate darling. She's a dancer. Dancers don't have a muscles. They don't have a good body. They are like a very delicate and she's like a butterfly. She will not be able to do it. At that day when I listened that thing, I told one thing to myself, I will do it. I will make that person wrong. And just in 8 months of my practice, just actually the course goes till a 1 year of a wrestling, but only in 8 months of my practice, I won my first TWE Divas Championship, and that also on my debut, singles debut. I won that championship. And that moment was like I was feeling like a Gail Kim and a Paige because they both won the singles match and they won the debut and championship. I was feeling like, oh, I remember the Gail Kim and the Paige have won the championship on their debut. And then I had defended that title for 8 months. But I was really unhappy for that because there were no female wrestlers. There was no competitor for me that I can wrestle and can defend my championship. I used to wrestle with a man, as I told, they used to wear a female dresses and come and wrestle with me. So I used to feel really very bad. But on my second championship, I have won my second championship just in a 18 seconds making a record. And I was like, I have broken the Goldberg record and I was really very happy for that. I was really excited and I told, oh, I have broken the Goldberg record. And I have posted that championship that I'm holding and you have found, you have seen that picture. Yeah, that was the same 18-second championship where I have won. And I was so happy. And I used to tell my mother this thing, Mom, I have broken the Goldberg record. And my mom is like, okay, you're not a Goldberg anyway, but don't be so happy. But anyways, congratulations to you. On my second championship, I was happy because at that time I got a lot of female wrestlers to wrestle, so that was really a big thing for me. I have been a two-time CW Divas champion, and I'm the senior most champion and the senior most female wrestler there. And I know my juniors comes and go. It has been my honor to just teach them what I have learned through experience through my past matches. So whenever they are having a matches with me, they are really happy about the things like, okay, she's a senior. If we forget anything, if we make a mistake, she's gonna handle it. So they are very happy to have a match with me.
like like the song says, happy feelings are in the air, and that's the only way to put it. And I like what you said, that you said when you were taking bumps and somebody said, oh, you couldn't do this bump right, she's too small. But I like what you did. You turned that into a positive and you kept training and practice, and here you are today. And it takes your drive, what you have, to get
Yes,
the titles that you have won. And again, just hard work, dedication, humble, so many things going for you. And I just really can't wait to the USA, and I'm just getting goosebumps just thinking about it. So I'm excited myself for you, definitely, no doubt. And of course, we're talking about promotions, the US really big. And I'm gonna bring this clip up, and you got so many promotions on here over here. I mean, it's
yeah.
like WWE, AEW. Now, are there any promotions in the US that have caught your attention that you're really saying, I would like to try it out? I mean, if you can name two or three over here in the US.
There is the ROH, uh, IPW. I know lots of promotion companies here. ROH, IPW, and then there is the I cannot see the Shimmer. Whether it's not a Shimmer Wrestling is here.
Shimmer
I cannot.
Wrestling, yeah, yeah.
RPW. Uh, I know. Oh my God, there's a lot of wrestling. I didn't know there's a lot. This is WWE is also there. That AEW, Impact, PWG,
you
WA.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is you got like so many choices, I'm sure that's the best thing that you get so excited for. That I mean, we all know Ring of Honor has been purchased by AEW, so like you got so many options over here, and I'm excited for you. I'm so excited. Like when everything's just set in stone, come to the US, just post on social media because I'm getting excited just thinking about it. So it's like Christmas for me. So when that now you now you also you're really big into I saw that you're into writing blogs, you're a blogger, and do you do wrestling and blogging? Do you put them together? Do you write about blogs in terms of wrestling?
No, I have not written anything related to wrestling. Like before, I was in dancing and a yoga. So I used to write a lot of things about the yoga, then dancing. And yeah, sometime I used to write about the skincare routine because when I was in dancing and I was in modeling, I used to take care of my skin. But when I have been wrestling, I don't used to take care of it because I know I used to get a punch and everything and my face will get buried and everything. So I don't write anything right now. But before, I used to write the things related to yoga. I'm so involved in a yoga, one of the best. Even if I don't do a gym, I would love to do a yoga. It's been like a best thing I know.
I want to ask you, speaking of yoga, yoga is probably the best thing on the mind for a wrestler to relax and like how does that ease your mind like after a match or just taking time off the road? How does yoga help?
I get a lot of help in wrestling because of yoga, because my flexibility, not because of dancing, but I will tell my flexibility have increased due to the yoga because I've been a regular yoga practitioner. So that's why my flexibility is so good, and that have helped me in the wrestling a lot. Your posture in the wrestling, it will tell your body language tells a lot of things. So that body language have also, with the help of yoga, I have improved it. Third thing, when you are have a lot of stress because of the traveling, because of the matches, because of the classes and the daily gym, your body gets tough in the gym and in the wrestling matches, your body is like involved in everything. At that time, I always feel like yoga have helped me because of the meditation. I used to do a lot of meditation. I used to do a lot of breathing exercises and everything. So this meditation have helped me a lot. Yeah, that is like so that it have helped me a lot to just relax my mind and relax my body. Even if I'm the one person who get a less, I mean, I'm very cool down person. People used to shout, we used to say anything. I used to look like, oh my God, why he is shouting? Why she is shouting? Because I have a really relaxed mind and I'm peaceful in nature. So that's why sometimes my yoga teacher used to tell me, like, you have, I think you have chosen a wrong profession, Divya. You are very, very right. You don't even used to talk. You don't even shout at anyone. And you have chosen the wrestling. Means this is really opposite. Yoga is really opposite and the wrestling is really opposite. But yoga has helped me a lot in the wrestling. I will tell you the thing truth. After a match, I always used to go in my room. I used to lay down, close my eyes and concentrate only on my breathing. And that make my body and my mind really relaxed. So I love yoga, really.
You got me just doing like it's like the mind, body, and soul, just like and me myself, I've been trying to get more into just breathing and just I feel like when I do it, it's like I'm just on water on the beach. I hear water on the beach. I'm just like just so relaxing. And you thank you for sharing that with us, here on the show. And it's really cool to just take a deep breath and for what you do, all the hard work, training, traveling, and yeah, you definitely need that. And I'm glad that's helping you in wrestling and just in life in general.
Really. It helps.
Now, of course, we always do a segment here on the show, Divya, is now I kind of gotta stump you with this next question. So it's a segment we got here on the show. Now you ready for the segment?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right.
Damn, Ty. That's good.
Here's the question. All right. The question is, you bring your own pay-per-view to India. Now, the question is, come up with the name for the event with Divya and India in it. Now, who would you face in the main event?
Oh, Divya brings her own pay-per-view to India. Come up with a name for the event with a Divya and India in it. And who would you face in the main event? Oh, It's um quite difficult. Means Divya, it should be a Divya also there. India should also be there, and the person who, oh my, I want to main event on that.
Okay.
It's quite difficult. Means I'm not even getting it. I know whom I want to do a main event in India, but Divya, India, and if I want to add Charlotte Flair,
I was
then
thinking that. I was thinking you was gonna say Charlotte. That'd be a good match. That would be a good match. I'd be there to see it. So,
mm, I'm not getting it. You can help me for that.
well,
Think
yeah, I
something.
think of Divya in India. Devious sensational night in India. I don't know. I stumped myself, so I don't know. I had to think of something. So that's the best we can do. We'll leave it at that. But you and Charlotte Flair, that'd be a good match. That's a good answer. That would be also I think be a good match. You and Charlotte, but you and Britt Baker. I think that'd be good. So
Brit Brit.
yeah, I think
Yeah,
you and Britt,
I enjoy her in AEW. AEW, sorry. It's like she's amazing.
yeah. you got the you got the sensation Divya versus the role model Britt Baker. So when that happens, I got to get a ticket and come over there. So that happens. So now, as we of course we round out this awesome episode of Off the Top Rope, I want to take the time to definitely promote this for you, and a big thanks, of course, to TNT Pro Wrestling Booking Agency because they've
Exactly.
helped you get bookings, and this is a ropes request to all promotions out there. Definitely book Divya because she is nonstop, hot, sizzling, just slamming and jamming. She wants to come to the USA, and she will be. So I put all your information on there. So promoters watching this show live, definitely book her to do big things in wrestling. So I want to do that for you on the show to help get it going for your USA trip. So I know you've been really talking about it. So I figured I'd do that for you and post this. So yeah, I definitely had to do that. Now I want to ask you first and foremost, what's up next for you with wrestling? Any projects? What's up next for you? Moving ahead.
Yeah, actually, I've been trying to. This been, I think many people don't know about this, so I'm revealing it here. Uh, I've not only taken a break from CEWE just because of my health issue and I want a rest, but I'm also taking this off because I have been trying to get some US visa work done so I can be in the USA and take a lot of booking, and maybe all my Indian fans and all that my wrestling supporter, everyone will support me even if I will be there with the Indian wrestling here in there in the USA. I know my fans is gonna love it. So here is one of the biggest news for all of you that I am revealing here. So I've been trying to get a US visa done so that I can just go to the USA and can make India proud.
Now, when that happens, you're going to post that on Twitter, correct? When that happens,
Yes, sure, I will.
definitely, because I'm looking forward to that USA when Divya comes over here. It will be a sensation, a special attraction. I'll be there. I'll even be there, front row, when she comes over to the USA. And Divya, I want to ask you for most importantly, if you had to pick from 1 to 10, would you ever come back on the show again?
Yes, I would love to come anytime, anywhere, anytime you want. I will be there in your show whenever you want. This is like a biggest opportunity for me, and I'm really happy to be in your show. Thank you so much for calling me. I really didn't believe that you will be calling me, so I'm really happy that you called me. And I think I'm the first Indian wrestler here.
You are the first, and that's a blessing to me that you're the first wrestler from India to come on off the top rope. And most importantly, I want to say this: the off the top rope welcome mat is always in front of you. You're always welcome back on the show, so we can dance it up on the show as always.
Yeah.
So, and before we roll out of the show, the belly dancing thing, if you want me to, I'll post it on social media and just know that everybody, I'm legit and doing the belly dancing. So, but you had to teach me, so you got to give me some tips.
Yes, I will give you a tip like before doing a belly dancing, like I know the hip movements are a little tough. I will like to say you like learn some neck movement, like it's only a neck isolation. No, you're also doing your shoulder only neck, the neck isolation.
I'll get better.
I just can have a control over your shoulder and do the neck isolation, and it's gonna help you a lot. Yeah, you have done it nice. Yeah, you are. I'm sure you will be a good student. I'm sure about that.
Well, Divya, I want to thank you very, very much for coming on off the top rope. Most importantly, when you do get the okay to come over to the USA, post it on your social media. I'll post it for you. And with your health, just be healthy, be safe. God is good. And we are proud of you here on Off the Top Rope. And thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for calling me. I really want to thank you. And I want one more thing at the last. I want you to tell Namaste. That is
Well,
the Indian, greet someone. So we call Namaste. So I want you to tell Namaste.
okay, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna say that you know, thanks for coming on the show. I guess I don't know if I did it right. So
Namaste. Just say Namaste.
namaste.
Yeah, that's good.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. This no doubt has been probably one of the best off the top rope shows I've done in a long time. And Divya, you made my day. And I definitely, whenever you want to come back on the show, let me know. And from here until now, win 10 more titles. When you come back on the show, you got to bring all the titles with you that you win, 10 to 20. So bring them on the show next time.
Sure, I will.
This is your boy Ty Asbury. I hope you enjoyed this really cool episode of Off the Top Rope. Coming from India, the one, the only wrestling sensation, Divya, was my guest live for your Monday. I'm Ty Asbury. As always, say God bless. Love yourself. We're out of here. Have a great, great Monday. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
The Ropes Media.